Woody's Massive Tangents.
Oh yeah, I forgot we always do the singing.
Oh, Woody's Massive
that's the name,
Tangents.
yeah, that's the name.
Oh, that's the name, yeah.
That's the name.
What's the name, Wayne?
Woody's Massive Tangents.
Oh, it is massive.
Woody's
Massive.
Massive tangents. Massive.
Tangents.
Massive Belgium.
I really hope there is people who listen to this podcast who don't know who you are, because you've become like a character in the podcast. You get mentioned in almost every episode. And now Wayne Power just dropped.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Alan.
Are we on? We are.
We're on.
We're on. Yeah.
We're going.
Welcome, Wayne.
In the hot seat now.
I know, yeah. I feel like I've made it now. I'm on the Woody with a Massive Tangent podcast. I've made it now. There's no going back after this. Yeah. My beloved Woody.
How are we getting on? What's the crack?
I'm good. I just came from a rehearsal for me play.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. A month ago now. So, did 2 hours tonight. And we're about 4 weeks in. So, all good so far. Directing for the first time, which is...
How's that going, yeah?
Oh, man, it's a bit scary because they say directors, you have to be a prick. And, like, I'm a people pleaser. So, like, I have... like even tonight I had the lads kind of going, oh, would you change that? Would you change that? And then they completely overtook me. And I was just sitting there kind of going, I should kind of jump in here now, but I'm way too nice to do that. But so far so good. Yeah.
I heard from Peter Dinklage that you have to be very, like, you can't be nice to actors because, you know, he's a little fella. Little handsome
I know
man.
what you're talking about. You're a man from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. He was talking about how all actors...
Do you know where he drinks?
Where does he drink?
Shorts.
Does he? Welcome to the podcast!
He drinks in shorts, honestly. He's a regular in there.
That could be a fact.
It is a fact.
Is it actually?
It is a fact.
It's a fact. It was in there
Wayne
last
Power
week.
said it.
Wayne Power
It's
said
a
it.
fact. It was in there last week. I said, well, how are you getting on? There's our man from Game of Thrones. Hiding this away. I said, come on, boy.
Yeah. No, I heard that from him that all actors want to be directors. So
I found that out tonight.
If they sense weakness in their director, they're straight in there.
I wouldn't say I'm weak, as I said. I just think I'm a people pleaser. So, but yeah, so far so good. Directing it's going well. Whether I do it again, I don't know. But it's just because this time around I wanted to kind of just chance my arm and get all the money. So I thought I'll direct it. Yeah.
I feel like you won't know that until like it's done. You know, like the sense of accomplishment and stuff. Will that like weigh on you to like do it again?
I don't know. I mean, like the next, like I'm in a little room in November, so that's when I'll start on the next one. But it wouldn't bother me if the next play wasn't for like 2 or 3 years, even 10 years. Really, it wouldn't bother me. But at the other side of that as well, I'm kind of thinking, well, look, it's out there now. So like, strike while the iron is hot. So hopefully there might be one next year. Could you go Woody musical company?
We could.
We could.
Yeah,
That
I
could
think we could.
Plenty of space for that.
Yeah. Plenty of lore.
There'd definitely be a plot line with all the songs. You know, loved up the suburbs. We could call it the suburbs.
That would be a good name for it, wouldn't it?
The main characters would be Rose and
And Keane, of course.
And Keane, of course.
don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
We're only talking about where he lives on the way in, I know.
Exact address.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say hello, Chuck.
Hi.
The first question we actually got in regards to you on our Instagram story was, who's Wayne's biggest crush in Woody?
Who was that?
That would be Eddie Blake.
My biggest crush in Woody.
Say me, or we're stopping the podcast.
I don't know now.
Better be me.
Look, there's no hard feelings, by the way. No hard feelings.
I know.
How would you know?
We all know.
How would you know?
I won't bring up the past way.
Is Wayne's crush in the room with us now?
Look. That's someone to open. But I couldn't say. Look, it's Alan. Yeah, it's Alan. Yeah. Sorry.
Eat your heart out, Keane.
Yeah. do I have to elaborate on that?
No.
or
No,
something?
it's fine.
Unless you want to.
You can if you like.
I think Alan wants you to.
Do you have any poems about me maybe that you could read?
Oh, do I?
Yeah, if you have them on you there, that'd be great.
No, I know. I put it. Look, I'm being very kind. I would describe you as a passing fancy. So if you're a passing fancy, you wouldn't be getting in the head that much to be writing that.
It's like
So
world coming down around.
yeah. So
You asked for that.
that softened your cough, didn't it?
Don't know how I'm going to continue this podcast after that.
You know
I might write something about you. I might write something about you if you want now.
What's that?
I could still write something about you if you want.
Sure, look, if it happens, it happens.
Is this about the poem?
But
Sorry.
I'm sorry as well.
Oh, that's not.
That's Mary O'Donoghue's sister today.
Oh, sorry, Mira O'Donoghue's sister. How are you, Mira? Any other questions there, Alan? Or do you want me to keep on this?
We can go straight in with the.
Really?
I need. I need to hear Wayne's opinion on Baby Bells ASAP.
Baby what?
Baby Bells.
Baby bells.
Baby
The
bells.
cheese.
Cheese? What's
Oh,
cheese?
Baby Bells.
Yeah. When you read it as 2 words, that confused me.
Baby bells.
It's written
Baby
as
bells.
The bells they put on babies.
You heard of cowbells. Get ready for baby bells.
Baby bells.
That would be Taylor O'Leary.
I don't eat cheese that often.
Really? Not a cheese man?
Not really. No, I listen to a lot of cheese, but I don't consume it very often. But yeah, baby bells are nice. Yeah, they are nice. You know, if you're in that kind of dairy mood, you know. I'd happily have a baby bell.
I feel like there might be a forgotten inside joke within that question.
I don't know. You'd have to ask Taylor O'Leary.
I'll ask Taylor
She
O'Leary.
is.
It is
I
a
know.
cheese you have to
Taylor
bring her
is.
up. You know what?
Taylor
I love
O'Leary is
Taylor.
the comedian that we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
It's
love
definitely
Taylor
something to do
O'Leary.
with stripping the cheese before you eat it.
Oh, it's
Has
definitely
to
something
be.
sexual.
It's something like that.
Oh yeah. To be fair, it's quite a.
You have to strip the cheese before
You really
eat it. Like,
peel
it's
it
in a
off,
dress,
It's
like-
kind of a turn on when you eat that cheese.
When you think about it, like
Is this a straight act or is it? Would this apply to all orientations? The strip the cheese.
I say all Orients.
I think it's fairly like neutral.
I know gay
Straight in the
people who eat
cheese.
cheese.
I've never heard that before. Now, and I've been around. Like,
It's not really the saying. It's more like the action.
It's
Like,
actually-
you know the baby bells.
It's not a metaphor or anything.
The
It's
skin that's on it. Like
Is this
it's not a skin. It's
I'm not doing that
obviously.
with my hand.
Can you picture a baby bell? You know that
Yeah.
it's in like the wax shell.
Oh,
You have to take off the shell and
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he knows what a baby bell is.
It's I do know. Yeah, I was going to say
red
something real there. I won't say it.
let it out. Let it out.
No.
Oh, you're leading the leaderboard, by the way. Now I can officially announce.
I know, but that's what do I?
Your man didn't fucking reply to the last one, so as it stands, Wayne Power
Alex
is.
missed it. Oh,
It's still up. It's still up.
Oh,
It's still
It's
up.
always nice. To be
Wayne
on
got it
top,
right
isn't it?
though. Wayne got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question?
It was which one of us is writing a book.
Oh, sure, I knew that. You told me. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not even from the podcast, just from talking to you.
Yeah.
told
I
me
don't
that,
have
yeah.
any other writer friends, so
But
that's-
look, it's nice to be. It's nice to be on top, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like
it's lovely.
I feel like Liverpool.
hey, no, that's that.
That's
that
actually
now.
on the the topic of the book. The coincidence I was talking to you earlier about is I was reading about your play and I was getting all the information and I realized that your main character's name is Bobby Burke.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The main character of my book is called Bobby Burke.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, swear to God.
And that's
Has
been written
has been
since
for like
Alan was
10
in
years.
Yeah, like since I was
second year.
I think
No
probably since I
way.
was 13 or 14 when I started writing it.
Like I started writing Dress You Up in 2022. Yeah.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know the single cover for Rose with the 4 cartoon characters? Alan, like the head of one of those is basically just Alan's reimagination of Bobby Burke as like the Bobby Burke. I said that
Burke.
very well as the 4 of us, but like it's in that style of drawing.
just like-
I have a mental image.
That's insane.
That is
'Cause
crazy.
That's not a common name.
You're plagiarizing me.
Hey, I did it first.
You didn't? No.
I have evidence
the
all over
very
the
first
place.
thing at home.
I have a USB stick that I think has the files dated from like 2012 or something.
You want to go to court? We got
Crazy.
the evidence.
Someone's getting sued.
Bobby Burke.
That's
yeah.
it.
Bobby Burke, yeah.
And what's your Bobby Burke like?
He's a bit of a fucking Egypt now.
No, mine is sound now.
He has his shit together, or at least he pretends to have his shit together.
Yeah.
But he's riddled with anxiety and he punches things too quickly. That's my Bobby
So
Burke.
would my Bobby Burke be riddled with anxiety as well. Yeah.
Jeez, maybe they're the same person.
They're not.
Different stage of life.
Different stages
Different
of
stage
life.
of life.
My Bobby
More
Burke
mature.
is 22, 23.
Mine is 16.
Okay. Originally, Bobby Burke was 14, so like we can work that into the canon of
Yeah,
Bobby
yeah,
Burke.
we will.
Mad. And, that is actually mad. Yeah.
That's the crazy coincidence. Now he's slowly becoming the second to main character. His brother is kind of taking the show now.
Have we an agent yet?
An agent? Oh, jeez, I couldn't be doing that.
Look after.
Sure, I barely have the confidence to be talking about me writing yet. I'm new to it.
Oh, sure, look. You wrote half the songs for Woody, didn't you? Or did you?
Maybe like 5%.
Craig wrote all
That's
the
actually a bit
songs.
too generous still.
Yeah.
5.
No, that's mad actually. Yeah.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. And as soon as you said Bobby Burke, I
Bobby
was
Burke,
like,
yeah.
So no way.
mental image of
I
the
was conversing with the wags and
All the wags.
I
All the
heard
wags.
it, and 2 seconds later, it like registered into my brain.
That's mental.
That's actually the craziest coincidence. I only realized this like yesterday, I think, when I was reading about Dress You Up.
Yeah, Bobby Burke. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
What age did you get into writing that?
I'd say like from that. I don't know what that means.
That's not a number.
About this age.
I'd say
age
like
of 3 foot to 4 foot.
I'd say it was probably 4. Probably like 4.
What?
4 or 5. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like writing like little story. Like actually, what I would have done as a child would make up like the Premier League. So I'd do my own little table and fixtures, and like do my own little score, and then I'd go onto stories and stuff like that. And I think in terms of the poetry was probably, I have a good story about how we got into the poetry, but I'll it's good now. No, I got into poetry like as a teenager. But like from 13 up to 17, it was like really kind of angsty, Alanis Morissette, like a really angry bastard stuff. And then when I was in college, I had a load of poems about my roommate, and he found them, and they were quite explicit.
So you started off poetry
Yeah.
as just a way to internalize, and then
Yes.
your roommate found.
Oh yeah.
How did he react?
Well, he wouldn't be too far from where we are now. Yeah, well, he doesn't live here anymore,
Chuck?
thankfully. But it is
Allegations.
it is like that is actually referenced in the video we're going to do. Only when I'm dancing can I feel it's free, that line. You are my first collection that I tossed from a cheap notebook from Buck Bridge into the Liffey. So it was in like a little notebook, and they found it, and like some of the stuff was just like absolute shite, and then there was stuff that there was one or two that were like. I remember one of my mates at the time. I remember when all the shit hit the fan. About a week later, like she was like all shocked, and then like she, this one was actually the best looking one in the class, and I shifted her, believe it or not. What? Yeah, I shifted her before I was into the women, or into the men. She was actually she was the best. She was the best looking one in the journalism class in Colossia Dulick back in the day. And I remember when all the shit hit the fan the following week, she said to me, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm grand, yeah." And he had said one of the poems back to her, and she said to me, "Like, how is that possible?" I said, "What do you mean? That 2 men can do that?" And I was like, "Oh, I know the one he said to her." So, that was my first collection, actually. Yeah, as a 18-year-old.
Wait, but if
It was
if you
all
wrote
pure
those-
lust got you into poetry, so.
Got me into trouble.
But if he found them, like he just started reading them without
Yeah.
red flag.
red flag, red everything. But yeah, I thought I dropped that little exclusive for you.
That's fucking mad.
And then in terms of writing, then after I got over all that, I just kept writing poetry. I thought, look, so what? Like, I'm not going to stop writing poetry because some lad from Tremor happens to be straight. That's become a recurring theme over the years.
Ads from the beach side of things being straight.
Or so they say, Craig. And then a few drinks, they drop the jaw. But look, but yeah, then I just kept writing, and sure, here I am.
And did you ever have the view of performing it, like as
No.
like, you know, as like, no, the way it's spoken word is obviously more of a thing now,
like that was like complete accident. I was doing the radio course in Beat about 6 years ago now. Yeah, it was 6 years ago. And I thought I'll get my foot into Beat. Like really, I had no interest in radio at all. Like I don't listen to the radio. I actually don't listen to the radio or podcasts really, apart from this one. It was just like accidental because I was doing creative writing with Anna Jordan, and she said to me, "Oh, would you like to perform?" And I was like, "What do you mean perform? Like, what do you mean like perform a poem?"
Right, okay.
Like, who does that? You know
Yeah.
Now I knew what Emma Kerman was, but I was like, I didn't know it was a thing. And it did my first Mod Words Valentine's Day 2019. I did 3 poems. I did Sharon Off EastEnders. I can't remember that now, by the way, so I'm not going to do it. Sharon Off EastEnders, Jukebox, which is in the last book. And what was the other one? There was one about cardiac care. And it went down well, and then I was like, oh, I kind of like doing this, and it just kind of went. So yeah, like I think I've written more in the last 7 years than probably the entirety of my whole life, because like I had the platform to do it now. So I'd say I write every day, really. Like every day, even on nights out. Like on a night out, if I have a few drinks in me, I'd sneak away and kind of like get the phone and go.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask that. How do you, like, some of the stuff that you write is like, some of it like phenomenal, and there's other stuff I read. I'm like, how did you even think of that? How did that thought pop into existence?
Which one? Give me an example.
How did you come up with the line, "I am the balls that hang off the clock tower"?
That sounds like night out passing the clock tower. Who would have thought of that?
Or my personal favorite is "Blasphemy, shake that ass for me."
Oh, that is
all queers go to heaven. Yeah,
we quote that like more often than you could possibly imagine.
That particular poem, "All Queers Go to Heaven," was that was written in response to, like, there was some bishop doing a sermon in Kerry, and was given the usual, like, you know, all the gays are going to hell, and you're all disgraceful and disgusting and all that. Might be disgusting, but aren't we good looking? I don't have great taste in fashion. And I was just like, right, I'm going to kind of take the piss with this a little bit, and I like, blasphemy. What rhymes with blasphemy? Just shake that ass for me. And what was the other line after that?
Beautiful.
Sodomy as well.
Sodomy, yeah.
Which is always great. Recommend. And as for the I in the balls that hang off the clock tower, I don't know. It was just I was coming to the end of the poem, and I was like, just like, it's all free verse. It's all like free verse, freedom of free verse completely when I write. So
you're more of a gardener than an architect. Like, you just kind of go with it.
I don't really edit that much, which is tough, because like I look back at other stuff and I kind of go, especially the first book, I kind of, there's some stuff where I go, nah, I wouldn't have put that in there now. There's one poem in the first book, Man About Town, and there's one line I won't even say it, but well,
I want to hear it.
I
want to hear it.
You
there's a
can't tease us
line
like
in
that.
Man About Town. There's a line. Oh God. There's a line about a fella who is fingering someone, a woman, and the line is she's got a pussy like a hippo yawning, and I was like, yeah, and that's now been published. And it's still in the book. Yeah, it's still in the book.
you can take it out now.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going.
that's what he
You have
said.
a book published with that line.
But I was like, you know what? Like, it wasn't meant to be offensive or anything. I was like, it's like a spoken word piece. It's not meant to be like a page poem. So, like, in the first book, I was like, right, there's a lot of stuff that maybe no, it shouldn't have been published, but there's stuff that like you perform it, but it's not something you'd sit down and read. Like that's not something you would really sit down and read. But if you're doing a poetry gig, you know, and you want to have a bit of crack with people, like you'll just not always do that poem, but yeah, you want something that's a little bit kind of relatable and a little bit of crack. But then sometimes you kind of go, oh no, I don't know if I should have put that there. But
I will say, like your serious stuff is just as good as your funny stuff. Like some of the funny lines that you have, like sometimes you kind of break it up a little bit with kind of like a little bit of humor in here and there. But the single humor lines are phenomenal. But the rest of the substance is also just as good. So it's mad, like, but it
Man's
works,
like the Waterford Eminem.
yeah, works so well.
You can
for
do both.
performances.
don't compare me to him. Kendrick.
I mean, blasphemy, shake that ass.
That
That sounds like a line.
that is very Eminem. I do like Eminem. To be fair, no, to be fair, I do like Eminem. I can't say it's on my Spotify on repeat. I do like Eminem. Yeah.
Would you ever now, like we have plenty of songs where like we released our first EP 6 years ago, no 5 years ago, and there's a lot of things we look back on and like kind of wish we could change about certain songs. So like when we're playing them live, we will do them differently sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that with poetry? Do you take a verse out and add a new verse?
No,
in?
like I wish I could. Like even like I was doing a gig last week with Mary O'Donoghue. You might know her sister, Alan.
Oh yeah, I think I do.
There was a poet there who did a poem, and they were like, "Oh, this is an updated version of a poem I did like 5 years ago." And I was like, because I always think like once it's done, it's done. Like there's no kind of going back. It's like a snapshot of like where your head is at that time. So like we'd say, for example, like in terms of poem, I don't know, like My Town, like that could only have been written when it was written, like in 2019. So like I could update that poem now because obviously we have cardiac care, I think, and the North Keys will be built and all that stuff. But I mean, no, I wouldn't look at a poem and go, I wouldn't mind updating that. It's just, to me, it's written in the moment. If that doesn't sound too corny, it's written in the moment, and that's it. Once it's written and once it's out there and performed or people read it, it's just, yeah, there you go. I wouldn't kind of go, no, I'll have to change that. No.
So a bit of deep lore now. You've had issues with agoraphobia.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, how did you deal with that? How did you put yourself back out of that?
Yeah, so like in terms of like recovery, I'm about 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. So yeah, in terms of like what kickstarted like the recovery, I basically did Reiki, like with a neighbour of mine.
Do what?
Reiki, which is like how would you describe Reiki?
It's kind of like meditation. Is that?
It's like meditation. And at the time, like I was getting out, but I was still kind of restricted to where I was living. So like you would see me, but like I where I was living, I would get to maybe. So I live in Lisdogan, so I'd get to maybe Ardnagrana or Keens Road, and then I'd get like the kind of the anxiety turn back, and then I'd go maybe down Paddy Brown's Road, maybe get as far as the garage or wherever, get that again. Do that maybe 20, 25 times a day. And like just for a lot of years, there was like no breakthrough, no nothing, different medications, different CBT therapists. There was a hypnotherapist at one point. Jeez, that's another story. But my brother was getting married. So as you can imagine, I would have missed a lot of family occasions. So I was like, look, I can't. Like this was like the first family wedding. Like there's 8 of us in the family, 8 kids. So I was like, look, I can't miss the wedding. So around April 2018, Bernie O'Rourke, I don't know if she listens to Woody, but I'll get her on to Woody. She said to me, look, we were doing the Reiki for about a year, but she said to me, look, the wedding is in 6 months and you're still like only getting this far. So one random day in April, she said to me, look, would you get in the car? So I wouldn't get in the car with the family, because if I'm out walking and I have like a panicky episode, I can actually kind of turn around and kind of go at my own leisure and go, right, I'm going to go home or whatever. Whereas if you're in a car, like I can't just go, dude, my brother.
No escape.
Oh, hang on. like the Fast and the Furious Liz Duggan. So Bernie said, get in the car. So we broke it down. We did like a couple of laps of different places, and it was crazy. Like within a week, we had been back in Waterford City Centre within a week, and I hadn't been in Waterford City Centre for about 13 years up to that point.
Wow.
Which now this is common knowledge. This is common knowledge, but I know on other podcasts I've done, they've said that I was in the house for 13 years, which is not true. I was housebound for 3 years, but the overall experience was like 13. Just to clarify that. First time in 13 years. So it was actually so accidental because we were going for spins and all that, and I was grand and all of that, and we were going into town one day, and she said, "Look, I'll bring you down to Patrick Street, into not John Roberts Square, right into town, and we'll drive through town as you could do at that time, and we'll go back up Alexander Street, and I'll drive down so you can actually see the Apple Market, the new roof, all of that." And it's kind of funny because as we were going down to the Apple Market, typical Waterford, there was roadworks going on. So there's roadworks. So she said to me, "Wayne, I'm so sorry, but like, no, I couldn't get her to like fly over it. Like I couldn't fly out to Lisdogan. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
So we had to go down Parnell Street, heavy traffic, and I was like, right, just bite down now and don't like, be grand, and because like again, Bernie was like, "Oh man, like I'm so sorry." I was like, what can you do? Like, I mean, there's roadworks, like you know. So we turned down Parnell Street onto Catherine Street and then stopped at the Waterside. And she said to me, "Oh, do you want to walk up into town?" And I was like, yeah, go on, sure. So walked up into town and I was like, "Oh fuck, right, this is a little bit mad." And sat outside Jeff's, had a pint, and that was it. Came home then, told the family, and it was like, they were all like, I was bawling, they were bawling. And after that then, like, I just didn't look back. Like, it's crazy. Like, that just kind of, the whole thing was just broken then. Like, obviously there's still work I have to do, but I mean, like, after that then it was like, right, boom, we're done now. Not done, well, we're done as in like, we're done as in like me having to kind of walk around the parameter I was doing for a long time. So, just kind of went from there. So like 2018 was like, right, we're back now. Went to the wedding, that was ticked off. And then I was getting more confident. I was like, right, I need to meet people and blah, blah, blah. Because again, the friends I had, like, before all that happened, like, they were all, like, you know, married and didn't really stay in touch, you know what I mean? So, I saw Anna Jordan advertising creative writing. I applied for WLR, and then 2019 then was just like it was just like, what the fuck is going on? So, I kind of did the first gig, met all the heads on the art scene, you know, heads that I kind of knew who they were, but I was like, you know, that's Derek Flynn, and did me second mod words, and that night I was like, oh, that's this person, I know who they are because they're kind of like in the paper every week, and like I didn't kind of look back and made friends in the art scene. Chrome Yellow, I have to give them a shout out.
Absolutely.
Made friends with them, and it was just like, mad. Like didn't look back. Like really, it just clicked. Completely shifted like that overnight. So
it's crazy. It's crazy to think, because if someone met you now, they'd have never assumed that about you.
They'd probably hope I was still stuck in the house. To be quite honest.
Was it a social anxiety or was it a safety anxiety?
It was safety. Like really, like I wouldn't be shy. That's for sure.
No.
No, like it was never like a shyness thing or anything like that. Although, like, having said that, there was like a thing of like, you know, because I was in for so long. My biggest worry was like, one of my biggest worries going back into town was like, was people saying, "Oh, Wayne, where are you?" And I was like, I've just been in my house, like, watching EastEnders, writing poetry.
Just lie. I've been in Australia.
Wrestling. But my mum would say to me, "Look, if anyone asks you, you were in Dublin or whatever," because again, at that time, around the time I was kind of housebound and kind of like getting back out, like everyone was going to Australia and stuff. So you could bullshit about all that, but then also I was like, do you know what? Like, who gives a shit? Which it took me a long time to get to that, but like I got to the point where I'm like, do you know what? Like, who gives a shit?
It's probably better for yourself to like acknowledge it as well.
Yeah, like I like when I was getting back out, I just said, look, I'm just going to say, like, look, this is the crack, because again, like it's not like a big dark, dirty secret, like, you know what I mean? I was just like, look, that happened, and like even in the first book, there's a poem about the agoraphobia, and it's like there's a line, what was the line? I don't know why it happened, I just know it happens. Because again, you have people that would say to you, like, oh, how did that happen? Or, you know, oh, and how did that happen? Blah, blah, or did something happen to you? Again, like, you have people that say to you, that would make an assumption that maybe, like, you had some sort of, I don't know, trauma or something. But, like shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, shit happens. Like, sometimes, I remember, like, actually doing a podcast with someone, they were like, if you go through a hard time in your life, sometimes there doesn't have to be, like, a trigger or, like, some sort of trauma. Sometimes like shit happens, you know what I mean? And it happens. So yeah, we're all good now, sure. For now. Yeah, we're all good now, thankfully. Yeah, flying. Like the only major problem is kind of getting out of Waterford. That's still a little bit of an issue. But I mean, getting there, there's kind of no rush with that, but at the same time it's frustrating because again, get off our gigs, like Electric Picnic and stuff like that, and other gigs in Dublin. And yeah, that's the frustrating part. Because like, I know people say to me, oh, like going on holidays, going to gigs and all that. I'm like, yeah, that's grand, but I mean, I want a career in spoken word, so therefore I want to go to Dublin, I want to do the festivals. I'm not arsed about like, yeah, it'd be great to like lie on the beach in the Canaries with, you know, with Keane and that, you know. Putting suntan lotion on each other while beans on toast plays, you know. Rose ringing. Rose, it's grand. He's a bit sunburned, but he's grand. See you next week. All right, Gar, mind yourself. But I'd rather.
So that's the end goal.
Yeah, like, I'd rather getting out of Waterford for me is about like being able to perform. And I know friends say to me, "Oh yeah, but you want to like go down to like up to Dublin and meet someone?" Like, nah. You want to go here and enjoy yourself, blah blah blah. But yeah, look, I'm getting there slowly but surely. So like, I think that where I'm at these days is that like I kind of like change the lens and kind of go, right, I had it, rather than going, I have it.
Yeah.
Because I think like, yeah, because I had it. I don't have it now. What I have now is just a little bit of anxiety in terms of leaving Waterford. And I think sometimes you can overinflate something to the point where it becomes too big. So like, you know, just through different people, they said to me, look, you had it, you don't have it now. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have it now. So that's kind of where I'm at now. So just getting out of Waterford, really, you know what I mean? So we're getting there. Yeah.
Baby steps. It's one of those things you just need to nurse.
Yeah, the baby steps, but also as well, like being taking little big leaps as well, because otherwise you're kind of like you're just stuck. So yeah, look, we get there, and we'll do a gig in Dublin. Woody supports.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We do an all-star gig. Woody, Bonya, love Bonya. Chrome,
yeah, that'd be great.
Well, Stan Phillips, Derek Flynn. Two-time charity, of course. Myrene and Luke, who always has the top button open, a bit of chest.
Yeah, that's for you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. But, yeah, because like an all-star concert in Dublin, couldn't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be
a great crack, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a favourite performance? You know, since they kind of like you've performed in just Waterford pretty much till now, right? Is there any particular like performance that like has been to date like your favourite one to do, or is there?
I think my favourite. Oh, I don't know now. I think probably the gig in Grimes is in 2023. Really? The first gig, which Make a Dream recorded, of course. Make a Dream.
Made dreams that night.
Make a Dream, and it was quite a dream. I think that was my favourite performance, like, because that was my first headline gig. So yeah, that was probably my favourite actually. Yeah. And two-time charity supported me as well. Yeah, that was a great night. Yeah.
Was that the first night we met Two-Time Charlie?
Which?
That night in Filigrams.
2023.
Maybe on a more personal level, but no, I don't think. We kind of, well, me and Keane met him out like the year before and stuff.
Yeah,
I know.
A few times out.
Yeah.
I met them at the when we shot.
The old video, yeah.
Yeah, the old
Oh,
video.
yeah,
That's
place-
actually when I met you as well.
It was a place for us, our first meeting.
Our first meeting, right?
God, sparks flew that morning, Alan. Jeez, they flew. Oh.
I just
That's a perfect segue.
Oh.
1 second there now.
I wished.
Answer that question.
Okay. In regards to the Woody Boys, kiss, marry, or fuck?
Oh, I couldn't possibly answer.
Fourth kill. So
Oh, double kill.
Yeah,
Oh, damn,
So
man.
what is a kiss?
Yeah.
Kiss, marry,
Kiss, marry.
fuck, kill.
Kiss, marry, fuck, kill. Okay, yeah, there's 4.
Oh, jeez. Right. Oh,
All three of us like,
hang on. I'd kill Craig.
That's fine.
I'm sorry,
That's fine.
I'd kill you.
It's fine.
understandable.
I'd
of
kill
course.
you.
Yeah.
I'd marry.
Justice for Craig. I cannot sit here.
I'd marry Dempsey.
Keep your hands up.
Oh, why don't you come on over? I'd marry Dempsey because I could see he'd be a provider. Like, I just think he'd be a good husband.
Hearing this now.
Get yourself down to
You're
the
You're
noise
toxic.
there.
Bring the fish in for you.
So you marry, kill. What were the other two?
Marry and kiss.
No.
No, fucking
Kiss and fuck.
Oh, fucking kiss. So, sorry, you've done marry, yeah.
So, who I'd leave the fuck
So I'm
to
either
that.
getting the ride or a kiss. Like, I'm happy.
I would kiss Alan and I'd fuck Ian.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair.
expected.
Yeah.
Fair.
Expected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a wild question.
Who
That
could
was
possibly
asked
ask
by,
that question?
We haven't given you a name.
Not Mary O'Donoghue's sister.
No, yeah.
The general public are going to have no idea.
Mary O'Donoghue is kind
Mary
of...
O'Donoghue's sister.
She'd be known.
No,
says hi.
who they are.
Oh, yeah.
How are you, Mary? How are you, Mary?
Mary says hi.
Thank you.
Hello,
and
tell
for
her I
Mary,
said hello.
Mary, I just want to say thank you, my pal, and she'll know what that means.
That's exactly what she actually said. Thanks, pal.
Thank you, my pal. Thank you, my pal. Thank you, my pal.
Is there more questions? You have a couple of questions, don't you?
I want to ask you actually. You were saying about going to gestures broadly. You were saying about not being able to go out at Waterford for gigs, but you do a good job now bringing people in to you. Like you'd be a good talent scout now for the old slip of the tongue.
Yeah, like with Slip of the Tongue, like that's where we first met, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
That's where I first met the
The rest of the band, yeah.
Those, yeah.
the lesser three.
I was there for a place for us briefly, but didn't. No formal instruction. Yeah, when you were in the tunnel there
I'm
by
getting married, fuck you.
Palmer's. I came in, yeah.
I didn't know
came
who it
in.
was.
Yeah. No, I came over for a little bit and I said
Yeah,
hello.
that's Slip of the Tongue, our anniversary in October. 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years in
Is that the
October.
one in that place?
Oh, in. Yeah.
Let him have it. Shall we go into details?
No.
Always
No, we keep it professional on this podcast.
No, we don't.
Yes, it was in. It was in there. Yeah, 3 years ago in October.
3 years,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I was shitting myself that night because it was the first one I was doing, and I only knew Alan romantically, and I only knew Alan, and then you didn't have the tash, I don't think.
Oh God, no!
Don't have the tash.
This is a recent venture.
Yeah,
Like
and I knew
a year and a half. old
Obviously, I knew May, Queen Marie.
May was there that
May
night.
was. I think.
yeah.
I think May was there. Yeah.
Performed, yeah.
May performance. My first time seeing May.
It was May actually's first performance. But yeah, first Slip the Tongue performance. Yeah, I can't remember who else was on the lineup. I can actually. It was I think EJ did it.
Harris Brothers?
Andrew Cuddy did stand up.
Ginger Jesus.
Oh, Copper. I was going to say Copper Knob Jesus. Copper Coast Jesus. I know we're talking Copper Coast Jesus. Yeah.
That's what it
Copper
is.
Knob
Yeah.
Jesus.
Don't
Copper
say
Knob.
that.
Copper Knob Jesus.
That's the name of the episode anyway.
That sounds like a fucking Kings of Leon
Yeah.
song.
yeah.
Copper Knob Jesus. Yeah.
Joe, a lot of people have tried to pull off something like Slip of the Tongue, and to the best of my knowledge, Slip of the Tongue is the only one that's actually like worked and stayed going.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah,
things like
still
that pop
going.
up over and over again. They always just fall flat after 3.
Yeah, I
attempts.
mean, one thing that did annoy me for a while, actually. One thing that did annoy me for a while, because like Slip the Tongue, what's happening now is that I'm going to trademark the name, and like you got Make a Dream Productions, so now it's going to be Slip the Tongue Productions. For the play, like it's not on the posters, but like it was too late with the posters. But yeah, like it's a big thing for me. But like there's a few times where I'd see other like open mics around the same time as mine, and one or two people that will kind of get cozy with me and then go and copy and paste the lineup and put it on somewhere else the following week. And I wasn't really into that at all.
Yeah.
Because because like in fairness, what I do, like I will actually go and meet a band before I book them. So like for an example, like, you know, Bonya, I got them for Slip the Tongue for Poetry Day. And it's actually Jack Sully got in touch with me and said, Wayne, is there a slot? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. But I was like, right, I need to check out who they are. Because I just think like it's kind of ignorant if you don't know who you are booking. So when they played Paddy's weekend, I was like, well, I'll go in and meet them, have a drink them, see what they're about. And sure, I mean, I think, did we have a few drinks when we did Slip the Tongue the first time? We might have done. We'll be happy and social.
I didn't.
Yeah, I'd say I didn't either.
I did.
Yeah, but like we've been social. After that.
Yeah.
So like that kind of annoyed me. Where I was like, hang on now, like I'll go and meet someone in a pub, and like certain people would come along and go, have you got a number for that comedian? Have you got a number for that fella? And they're like, if you're that bothered, you should know what their fucking name is.
Yeah.
And you should know what the band's name is, and don't be hopping on me to be giving you this and giving you that, which is grand if you're helping out people. But like after a while, I was like, hang on now, like either you're doing it for the love of it, or you're just half arsing it. And like it's going strong. But I think we're going on to the ninth one.
Jesus.
The ninth one I think is in July. Hopefully,
Deadly.
if I can get somewhere for it. And then it'll be 3 years in October. So I want to do something in November. I want to do something in November. Do like a big kind of like birthday bash
Celebration
with
type
like
thing.
lots of
class.
strippers and sex and orgies and all that. You can headline.
I'm in.
Woody can headline.
Absolutely down
We'd
for
say, we'd say November. We'd say November.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll
Stan Phillips
definitely
will
go
be
for it.
special
Yeah.
guests.
We have mutual questions still to get through, so will we do a bit of a quick fire?
I shall go first.
Like I'm in Parliament.
I'm going to alter this just a little bit. You have one country to invade to create your own Wayne land. Which one and why? And for the two of you, Woody land.
Well, I'm not allowed to talk about
England,
so-
get rid of him.
One country.
I'm not allowed.
Well, I mean,
See, I'm not allowed to talk about a specific ethno state anymore. So
Oh no, have at it.
Israel.
But no, we give
Israel.
that to Palestine though.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
that's why I said England,
Okay.
the land of Ing.
We were invade. No, I couldn't invade England.
No,
because,
I take fucking America.
Yes.
Something
I
needs to
think
be
I
done
take
about
America.
them.
I take America.
Yeah,
I will
something needs
take
to be
America. And Wayne the fight a bit.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
Luxembourg. Get their free
No
transport.
one's using that anyway, boy.
Yeah. It's just all banks over there. I don't know.
Why is there so much bank
I
over?
don't know.
Monaco and
Where do you
Andorra
work?
as
The
well.
bank. Oh, where do you work? The bank. Oh, what a coincidence. There's nothing else here.
Right. Do you remember your first poem or the first one that stuck with you? So you told us about your first poem anyway. So
the first one that stuck with me.
what was the first poem by someone else that stuck with you?
First one by someone else that stuck with me. First one by someone else that stuck with me. Oh God. Off the top of my head, I'm probably a cheesy one, but like it's not a cheesy poem, but like Maya Angelou
Oh, right.
and Slur Eyes. What else is there? There's definitely one by what's his name? It's left me. Philip Larkin. Philip Larkin, yeah. There's definitely one by Philip Larkin when I was doing my leaving cert. A bit of Walt Whitman as well, I have to say.
Oh, yeah,
I
boy.
I love a bit of him.
Leaves the grass.
Yeah, I like a bit of him. First one that I wrote, or
The first one you wrote as well, yeah?
I don't know really. The first one that stuck with me. I don't
What was
know.
the first one that like you wrote? You went, oh, I can do this.
Oh, maybe friend request.
Okay, is
the
that
one that-
in your books?
It's in the first book. It's about Facebook. taking the piss out of Facebook. I think maybe that one. I don't know. There's a few now. I don't know. It's hard to look back now on some of them. I think they're shit. No.
Hey, don't worry. I know exactly how you feel. I hate all of our music.
The second where it sounds like, God, why am I doing
The
this?
second it's done, I'm like, I hate that now.
Yeah, I do get like that sometimes. I
Yeah.
kinda go, like,
But then you play it
Sometimes,
live.
yeah, sometimes. That's it. Yeah,
Sometimes.
Yeah, there are
It's
some
very
songs,
periodic. Yeah,
especially off our new album. There's some songs where we're like, oh yeah, we did it.
yeah, that's good.
We popped off.
6 months time. Ewy.
This isn't a question, but it's our house boss. Remember Jamie Bernadette?
yeah, she's
Jamie
back.
Bernadette is back. End Times movie is now on Tubi. Check it out.
You know what? I fucking missed her actually.
I'm gonna start watching her films. I like her.
oh, she's one of them, is she?
She's one of them actors.
Oh, really?
Not one of them. Not one of the ones you're thinking of.
What? Send me the link. Oh, try something different, won't we?
Support your local businesses.
Oh, any chance Jamie Bernadette can have a role in your play? Don't worry, she's in Los Angeles.
What can she do?
Well, I'm sure she enjoys a large part, but I don't have one for her. God, yeah, send the link.
Good. So, where can we get all your books and stuff? How many books have you now, actually?
I'm working on the 6th and 7th.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought you were on 3.
You're 4 published, right?
There's 5 published. So there's 3 poetry collections, and remember the charity book Towns Gone to the Dogs. I always include that.
Oh.
Just out of vanity.
I didn't know about this one.
No, I didn't know about
Yeah,
that either.
that was for Busgate about 3 years ago now.
Right.
They all sold out, thankfully. The rest of them didn't. But that was like a charity thing, so all the money went to On Tinton.
Very good.
I actually don't have any copies of that. And then Dress You Up is published as a play. So at the moment, so that's 5, I think. So the next poetry book is next year. That'll be the fourth proper collection, and hopefully the first short story collection, which is fiction. I'm hoping December. That might not happen because like I was working on it up till April, and then other things took over. But I got a grant for it, so it has to be out this year, or maybe not. I don't know. They could be flexible with that, but that's kind of halfway done. And then the next poetry book is more or less done. I just have to compile it, but that's done.
Do we have names?
For the poetry book?
Yeah.
There is a name for the spoken word thing that we've done.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm going to call that From the Rooftops.
Oh, excellent. The one we recorded with you.
Yeah, because there's a lyric in one of the poems. But for the next book, there's a couple of titles, but nothing set in stone yet.
Okay, so Only When I'm Dancing, Can I Feel It's Free, Everyone's a Star After
Yeah, that was the first
Midnight?
one. And Neon Hearts and the Angry Mob,
Yeah.
Oh, Neon Hearts.
which is the second one.
Okay.
Very underrated, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the title of that one. Is,
Neon
yeah,
Hearts.
I read it. I was like, that's a great.
I think all your
fucking
titles
title.
are fucking
The,
amazing.
the cover of that now, I'm mortified looking at that.
Why?
Because like I'm on the cover, and I had a bit of weight on me when it was shot. It was actually shot by Nicholas O'Donnell, who is now on tour with Tom Grennan.
Oh, wow.
He's now on tour with Tom Grennan, and he took a very famous photo of Billie Eilish. And I got him while he was cheap a couple of years ago. Now, in fairness, we still keep in touch the odd time, and he has offered to do stuff for me, but I don't know if I could afford him. But the cover was basically me. I had my hair dyed blonde.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I was
the
clean
picture.
shaven. I was wearing a Taylor Swift cardigan, sitting outside the old Waterford Crystal, and I look at it now and I think, Jesus Christ. And lockdown had just kind of started, and it was like up in a heap. So I looked like a ghost on that cover. Yeah.
Well, we learn and we move.
We do learn and we do move.
It was an era.
Another question that I definitely thought of, and I have for you, and no one else thought this, was every time I go to a slip of the tongue, there's always really good like poets and comedians there. So how do you find these people? Because a lot of them aren't from Waterford.
Yeah. So
This is my question.
That's a
I thought
really
of this.
original question.
Thank you.
I've never heard.
I thought of this.
I go on Grindr. No, I don't.
So just remember at the last one we went to, obviously you had Mary, who was brilliant.
Yeah.
Sean
Corrigan, legend,
fucking
yeah.
amazing poet.
Love him.
And Taylor O'Leary was one.
Oh, I love
of
Taylor
funniest-
O'Leary.
yeah,
One of
yeah.
the funniest comedians I ever
Like
met.
you just like you see people out, and like like small for a small, like so you kind of know people to see him. Like in terms of spoken word, like a lot of the contacts I've built have been from Instagram. So like I saw Sean on Instagram and liked his stuff and reached out, and he came down. He's come down loads of times. And then look, you just ask people, and you just look around social media and get up off your arse essentially, which some people don't do, and just copy off you. No, but like you know what I mean. You just get up off your arse and go to something and go, look, do you want to do Slip the Tongue, or do you want to do A Night with Me? And like, do you want to like? And again, like as I mentioned, some people will reach out to you, like Bonya reached out to me, and a few other people have reached out to me over the years to do it, and yeah, like if people want to do it, like, you know, it's a great night to do, and it's easier if people reach out to you. But like I love kind of scouting for different spoken word, different bands, and kind of go, right, could I do something with them? So yeah, like it's just like social media and word of mouth. Just being out in the town and you meet people and you see stuff on Instagram, you kind of go, oh, I think maybe I'll get them. I think even with Woody as well, when he played, I saw you once or twice before he played, and like when we did a place for us, I didn't realise you were I actually thought you were the lead singer.
Easy mistake to make.
No, I did.
We're the
But
same
it's
fan.
very
but
handsome boy.
I remember the first time I saw you was when you supported Chrome Yellow in Electric Avenue.
Oh yeah.
Which is August 2022.
And that was probably
Yeah.
honestly
That was-
Yeah.
it was a great gig, but it went so rough for us.
Yeah.
So much shit went wrong.
Keane had a few too many beforehand without realizing.
Yeah,
did
guitars
I.
breaking.
And to be in hindsight, he could barely play drums at the point. He was only learning,
Yeah.
That was probably on his like what, fourth gig.
and he was nervous because he was a massive fan of
Just
Chrome
did a lot of pounding, was he?
He was
doing
doing
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
pounding.
pounding. Yeah.
I promise that this will be out before the 11th of July.
What's on 11th of July?
What's on the 11th? I won't.
I've forgotten. What
Could
was the
someone
11th of
tell
July?
us?
I think we should ask that man over there.
This one?
You, sir.
The come man.
Hedwig.
Hedwig, what's happening the 11th
Answer
of
me,
July?
Hedwig.
Dress You Up is on Friday the 11th of July. In the
Friday.
TRI. So buzzing. Yeah, buzzing to be in the TRI, actually. That's a big thing, like a big honour.
Yeah.
Theatre is great, yeah.
Yeah.
Much, probably the best venue going.
Yeah.
Easily the best.
Easily the best venue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
No
the
comp.
oldest venue in Waterford, really. It's the oldest venue. Other venues are available. So there's actually a lovely venue across the road from the Theatre Royal.
Lovely is one word for it.
That you go down the lane and it's lovely.
I love
Catty Barry's, is
like,
it?
By the bank there, is it? Well, yeah.
Okay, Barry's, I love that.
I love Catty
I
Barry's.
just
Barry's
love the
gorgeous.
heating system in the Theatre Royal. It's just never.
Yes,
It just works.
it's just great.
They're
venue.
just so good to the artists. I feel it's
They
a great
really are,
experience
actually,
for
yeah,
all.
They
of
really
them.
are.
They don't talk down to you at all, like, you know.
Lovely people. Lovely people.
So professional.
Who's performing in it with you?
Oh, I'm not in it. I'm not
Yeah.
in it. I
Sorry.
roast Fat Stumpy, I don't know why I'm laughing at that. Fat Stumpy, Karen Steenson, Evie Burke, Jake Penkard, and David Marchants. So it's set in 1990.com. It's set in 1997, and it's like kind of monologues and a bit of live action, and it's about a lad called Bobby Burke who wants to be a drag queen. His mum passed away, and he's just his story like the summer '97. He gets bullied by the horrible Decky Flynn. His best friend is Mandy, who has her own little storyline going on, and it's just all about following him that summer. Obsessed with Madonna as well, which is very important to mention.
Of course, very
Yeah.
essential
It's
detail.
not based on that. Like a few people said to me, "It's not based on you." I was like, no. Like honestly, the Madonna thing is true, but the rest of it is like it's not autobiographical in any way.
Well, yeah, you know yourself. Like when I'm writing my characters, I take them a bit from myself because you understand
yeah.
yourself better than anyone else. Like, so you want to take your flaws and your
Yeah.
traits and your what and put it and sprinkle them in each character.
Yeah, I think like even over the 5 characters, there's little things that they say where I'm like, all right, that's actually kind of me talking. So like I think it's really good. It is quite sad at times, but also very funny. I think it's very funny. And yeah, like having it in the TRI is actually crazy. I didn't think that was not on the bingo card at all.
Really?
So yeah, buzzing.
Fair play.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
buzzed
that's
that
great.
that's in there.
What an achievement. Like.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. So that's the 11th of July. If we do well, I would hope we might get the tours there. Don't know yet, but
Very good.
You have to buy the tickets first.
Where do
Yeah,
you get
will
the
we get
tickets?
TRL.ie forward / dress you up. And tickets are €17. It's a great play. It was nominated for 2 awards there this year. Didn't win.
What awards were
The
they?
Green Room Awards.
Oh no, yeah.
Didn't win.
congrats.
What's your luck?
Sexiest
not about
director
nominations,
and
That's next
what
year.
was the other one?
No, I lost.
Can't wait for the
I lost
calendar.
Sexiest director.
The calendar.
I lost
Wayne
that
with
to-
just a director's
I
hat.
lost that. I lost Sexiest director to Derek Flynn.
You'll have to sweeten up now, Colonel Sanders, who does the old the Green Room Awards now. Do you know your man?
Oh, him. I don't know him, Keane, to be honest. I don't really know him. I don't really know him, but like, look, I don't worry about things like that. Things like that are nice, but like,
Being nominated is still a huge. There we go.
you want to win it. You want to win it.
How many writers can say that they've been nominated for something? Really, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a tough.
Yeah.
business
I
to
know
be
stuff
in.
like that is nice, like, but I mean, I just take all that with a pinch of salt, really.
Yeah, you don't want to go inflating your head, like, you know.
Oh, I won't be like that at all.
No.
I'd be the first thing I'm shit. But I know I won't be the first thing I'm shit. But no, I do think the play is really good. I think if you're of a certain generation, because it's set in '97, you have like obviously there's a lot of Madonna, Oasis, Britpop, all the references to that time. So I think I'm proud of it, and it is terrifying to go from the other place we were in to this venue. So yeah, but so far so good. And sure, look, if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. So you know, so I think people will love it.
Yeah.
You know, and the next play then is about Woody.
Oh, wished.
Yeah, the
Beans
follow-
on Toast live.
Beans on toast. Yeah.
Beans on toast
That'll be
on
the
ice.
follow-up.
Beans
Yeah.
on puss.
Bobby joins a band called Woody.
Right. Well, great to see you doing so well.
Thanks
Glad
very
to
much,
see
man.
you.
I
dress you
love
up,
Woody.
getting
Like, you know,
praise.
I love Woody. Like when he put my name on the little sleeve last year, like I was like, why you put my name on that? I saw my name. I was like, why my name on that?
You were like the main man that helped us.
One of
when we
our
were trying
biggest
to get going.
supporters.
We all look after each other, don't we? On the scene,
Absolutely.
It's a
Yeah,
small
yeah.
scene. Not everyone. No.
Not everyone. One or two.
You definitely live that philosophy, though, more than probably anybody else.
Like I try my best. Like there's some people now that we'll get to that after. Yeah, like I love the Woody. Love Wood. Got Woods. Love Wood.
And the wood loves you.
Oh, I bet
Yeah.
it sure
Yeah,
does.
the wood definitely loves you.
Woody, you're always happy to see you.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to see you, Colin. I'm always happy to see your Tash.
That's me old husband over there now. That's me old husband over there.
Oh, Colin. What's going on here? Are you getting a pass at me? Colin, I couldn't the Tash.
Just a slip of the tongue.
The Tash now.
Hey.
Oh, God. I thought it was
At the
Tommy
time.
Tiernan beside me.
Come here to
Not
me.
nearly sweaty enough for that.
Before you go, I
Yeah.
need to know this from a Liz Duggan man now.
Oh.
What's the best takeaway in Lismore Park?
Roberto's.
Oh,
I think Roberto's. Yeah.
You're not
he
happy
is.
with that,
There
no?
he is. No, I am. I think this man's balls officially do hang off the clock tower now.
Who's bought my ball?
Were you referring to?
I love the Armenians.
Well, look, balls are
Like
always
it's
nice.
just it's levels above Lismore takeaway, isn't it?
It is. It's yeah.
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 And they're the smelly one by Paddy Brown's pub. Is that-
Oh yeah, what's that one called?
That's called the violation. That's what that's called.
You know what, when you're going down the hill or down the steps, it's like down the steps of fucking hell going in there.
Yeah. They keep
Jesus,
it down
yeah.
there. It's the of takeaways.
Keep it. Oh, brilliant. Right. Thanks a million for
Thank you, love you.
coming along.
You're my favourite member.
Oh, stop it.
And
You.
I heard you got a lovely member.
That,
Yeah, yeah.
that has to be the start of the poem. I heard you got a lovely
I heard you
member.
got a lovely, yes, I heard you've got a lovely member. Could do with a bit of work, but otherwise it's also a job, I've heard. But thank you, Woody. We just want to be loved.
Oh, no. Is
That
there
was
anything else
great.
you might want to promote and push out or give a shout out to the people before you leave?
Any shout outs?
Any shout outs?
July 11th is the big one.
Yeah, July 11th is the big one. And then Slip the Tongue is going to try and just gather a bit more momentum. And I just shout out like all the bands in Waterford that I love that I've been like mates with like over the years. So Chrome Yellow, Woody obviously, Two Time Charlie, Bonya recently. Who else do we like? EJ. BYJ, big yellow jacket. Cal. The books are on sale in the Magpie Collective behind the Monster Bar. So you can go down and get them. Yeah, go down and get
Cool,
them.
actually.
Magpie
Yeah, yeah.
Collective. I don't know the
Magpie
place.
Collective, yeah, they're all down there, the 3 books. Yeah.
All right, I must pop in.
Pop in and boy, I'll sign it for you.
Oh,
Might
I'm
even
going to put my Wayne books in my one.
Value going up there.
might
I
even
have
put
a
a
few of those now.
might even put a little poem on it for you. Yeah, but remember.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
bye bye. Woody's massive tangents. Ba-dum bum bum.